Welcome back, everyone. We're thrilled to be joined this afternoon by teenage BMX pro sensation Brett Banasiewicz, grown right here in South Bend. And Brett, you were just having an unbelievable summer competing in BMX biking. You've kind of taken the sports world by storm. Thanks for coming. And can you just tell me what this summer has been like for you?
No problem for being here. The summer for me is pretty crazy. I started traveling over the country, and after that happened, I came back to Chicago for the first stop of the DO Tour, and went from there to Portland, Huntington Beach, and I haven't gone overseas since then, but I've just been riding the DO Tour and a couple of ASAs since then.
You're 15 years old, sophomore at Washington High School, but a pro athlete. What's that dynamic like?
It's pretty cool. Like, you don't really meet too many pro athletes, like without going to the events, but to have pro athlete at school, I think it's pretty cool for the kids, and I like it.
You've been, like you said, all over the world. Stops just this past weekend in Salt Lake City. We've got some highlights from your run just the other day. What's it like competing in these big cities on national TV? I mean, it's got to be a thrill.
It's cool. Like, as you see, I'm going over some of my runs, and this is actually my first run that put me in first for a while. But yeah, I guess.
If we are, take me through this actually. This was, like you said, your best run this past weekend in Salt Lake City. If we go through the video here, just tell me what you're doing, what it's called, how hard it is, and I'm assuming this is not easy to do.
That one's a front flip no-hander. This is a triple whip. The bike goes around 3 times, as you can see. This is, there it is again. The next one's just an X-up. You cross your hands, bend your bars for a turn down. 360s, 360 degrees around, and the last one is a cash roll. It's my friend Daniel Dares from Caracas, Venezuela, invented it. It's a 180 to, like, to be honest, I don't even know. Like,
it looks crazy.
Yeah, he was working on it for about 4 months, almost a year ago. So just to do that with him, he taught me it kind of. I learned from him, and just to do that at contest with him watching is pretty cool. And
that's kind of your signature move now, right? I mean, that's when people see the Mad Dog, that's what they want to see now, right?
Yeah, it's like me and him share it a little bit. He does it on park more. I do it on dirt more.
You took a nasty spill this weekend, got a little road rash on your arm. How do you feel right now?
I actually thought I tore my pinky nail off, which is that's like the one thing I told anybody, if one of my nails ever comes off, I'm not riding the rest of the weekend or anything. I get freaked out about that stuff, but I did that. I hurt my elbow a little bit, and when I was in Portland, I bruised my thumb. And a year ago, on my birthday, I broke my hand. I was riding and fell and broke the bone right here. And I think 3 or 4 years ago, I was learning a trick called a flare, which is a 180 backflip on like a quarter pipe.
Just a 180.
I'm kidding. 180 backflip. And this leg somehow got under the bike and I broke it. But other than that, it's just kind of little concussions and black eyes.
That is amazing, and Mom's here in studio right now, but Mom doesn't like watching you ride, right?
No, she hates it.
So looking ahead at the next couple months, this weekend you're going to be in Fort Wayne competing, so a lot of your local fans are going to get a chance to go and watch you if they want to. Then you're going to Vegas for the DO Tour Championship. I mean, just kind of take me through what your life's going to be like the next couple weeks here.
Actually, Washington is taking a field trip down there Saturday, so that's going to be cool. Those guys are going to get to see that, aside from the assembly that we did, and hopefully that goes well. And then Vegas is the last stop of the DO Tour in October. It's 15th or 19th or something, and that's where like all the stops wrap up, and your points that you have accumulated from the first 2 or 3 stops will add up and see what place you got for the cup.
And in Vegas, that's the championship. You're #1 in the world right now in that event, and you could be the world champion in another couple weeks here, huh?
Yeah, at least the dirt world champion.
At least. That's a pretty big deal. You mentioned that assembly at your high school a couple weeks ago where you kind of surprised some of your fellow students and you put on a show there in the gym. What was that like?
It was cool. One of my teachers, Mr. Ginzer, asked if you would just want to do some tricks on the flat, like flat ground. And I was like, hey, I got a friend from Muncie that has a ramp that's real easy to set up and real accessible. So I called him after school, and we got it set up and got to do that morning.
And it was kind of a surprise for the kids at school, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what was the reception like when you rode in there? I mean, obviously when they go in and they see the ramp, they probably know it's coming.
Right.
But it still had to be pretty cool, huh?
It's cool. Like the first time I went to the gym, it was so loud that you couldn't even hear yourself talk. So it's pretty crazy.
And you almost hit one of the lights on the ceiling, I heard.
I think so.
How do you? You're young. You've got no fear. How did you get started in this? And what keeps you going? Because I would be scared out of my mind to be flipping on a bike like that.
It's like when I was younger, I would ride around with my brothers and his friends, and I just wanted to hang out with them. And the only way I could is to ride bikes with them because that's what they did. And I wanted to fit in, so I rode with them everywhere they went. And after they stopped riding because they went to high school and got cars, I kept riding with my dad and one of my friends, Tyler. And he kind of stopped riding a little bit. He still does. But after that, I went more places, and learned how to ride better and more tricks.
By the way, turned 16 this weekend. You get in a car, you're going to stick with a bike?
I think I want to get a car. I'm not sure which kind yet.
What's the next couple months look like for you? Or I should say, what does the future look like for you? Your season's starting to wind down. Obviously, you got a full year of high school ahead of you. But as you look towards next summer, where do you see yourself? Where would you like to be?
Like you said, I got the contest in Fort Wayne, then the Vegas Dew Tour. And after that, it kind of winds down a little bit. But I still got contests during the winter. And I think going to try to set up a couple autograph signings and just stuff like that, little stuff. But definitely still looking forward to high school and riding.
How do you balance all that, being a pro athlete, being a regular high school student? I'm sure it's not easy.
I get some of my work to go, and I try to do as much as I can when I get back.
Is it pretty neat walking the halls? Usually the sophomores don't rule the high school, but you've got to be a pretty popular kid over there right now.
A little bit. Not really, though.
Yeah, you are. You are. I think the whole town is enamored with you. Well, Brent, thanks for coming on. It's been a pleasure having you.
Yeah, no problem.
Good luck this weekend in Fort Wayne. Again, people can go and see him ride at the Coliseum. Definitely good luck in a couple weeks in Las Vegas. Hopefully you bring back that world championship.
Yeah, it's a pretty big cup.
All right. Well, if you do, you're going to have to bring it in here and show it to us.
All right. Thank you.
All right.